Good evening, everyone. I am Maties101, and we would like to thank you for joining us this evening. On behalf of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, we wish to wish you a very warm welcome. You have been invited to this session because you have been conditionally accepted to a program within the faculty. And this evening, we would like to tell you a little bit more about our faculty, our programs, and hopefully encourage you to join us in 2024. This evening, I have my colleagues with me, Florence de Vries and Wilma Stassen from the Marketing and Communications Division, as well as Carlo Links, our Head of Selections and Admissions at the faculty. Welcome, colleagues.
Hi, Megan.
Before we commence the session, I would like to let you know that our WhatsApp line is open and you are welcome to start sending us questions to the line on the screen. It is 083-792-1207. And we will try and answer as many questions as possible at the end of the session. Without further delay, I would like to hand over to Florence, who will tell us a little bit more about the faculty.
Thank you so much, Megan. Before we commence, I'd like to show you a video of an overview of the history of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. From where we started in 1956 in the Karl Bremer Hospital facility to various accolades over time, including South Africa's first in vitro fertilized baby and several breakthroughs, including the world's first penis transplant and several pioneering pieces of research in the tuberculosis research space. One of our researchers also found the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 disease, and earlier this year we inaugurated the Biomedical Research Institute. As one of the leading faculties of medicine and health sciences, our strategy, decisions, and behavior is guided by our mission, vision, and values. We aim to be the leading medicine and health sciences faculty in and for Africa, and our mission is to lead by facilitating transformative lifelong learning while co-creating value with and for the communities we serve. Our values are inclusiveness, accountability, excellence, compassion, respect, and equality. The Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences consists of 15 academic departments, and we have a research agenda that tries to address the biggest health challenges on the African continent, such as HIV and AIDS, tuberculosis, and neuropsychiatric diseases. At Stellenbosch University's Tygerberg campus, where we're located, we offer a personalized experience while you study to become a healthcare worker. Our student population consists of nearly 5,000 students, and last year almost 500 undergraduate students graduated from our faculty in the fields of occupational therapy, physiotherapy, speech-language therapy, medicine, dietetics, and nursing.
Thank you, Florence. Before we get into our programs, we'd like to share a message from our Dean, Prof. Elmi Miller.
I'm Elmi Miller. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, and it's a real honor to welcome you to our campus at Stellenbosch University. We have a large academic hospital with some of the most modern laboratory facilities in the country. We have just rebuilt our Biomedical Research Institute, and we are really looking forward to have you at our campus. We also have excellent academic programs with very exciting and new curricula in most of our fields. We have a large amount of clinical staff who is ready to support you and take you through your journey in clinical medicine, in nursing, and in all the other programs that we offer. The campus of Stellenbosch University is linked to the main campus in Stellenbosch, and through this we have student support services that run from there to here and vice versa. with student leadership that is ready to support you and help you and be there to take you on this wonderful and exciting journey. We are looking forward to welcome you at Stellenbosch University.
Thank you so much, Prof. Florence, could you tell us a little bit more about our programs that we offer at the Tygerberg campus?
Of course, Megan. So the faculty offers 6 core academic programs from which you can choose. Our Bachelor of Occupational Therapy is about enabling people to participate in the activities of everyday life. This is a 4-year program where you will be able to register as an occupational therapist after a year of community service. In the BSc in Dietetics, you will learn about the nutritional values of different types of food and how to ensure that communities and individuals are well fed. This is followed by a year of community service, after which you can register as a dietitian. Physiotherapists help people affected by injury or illness or disability how to move and function in different environments. This is also a 4-year degree program, after which you may register as a physiotherapist. In the Bachelor of Speech Language Therapy, you help with the treatment of people with communication disorders and follow a 4-year degree program. After a year of community service, you may register as a speech therapist. Our MBCHB or medicine program provides aspirant medical doctors with the qualities needed to work across clinical platforms as a healthcare professional. After 1 year of community service and a 2-year internship, you may register as a medical doctor. And finally, in our Bachelor of Nursing, our clinical practice is diverse, ranging from the public healthcare sector to the private sector. All our students complete a 4-year program followed by 1 year of community service, after which they may register with the South African Nursing Council. Back to you, Megan.
Thank you, Florence. At the head of teaching and learning at the faculty, we have Prof. Karen Bartjes, our Vice Dean, and we share a message from her.
Hello, my name is Karen Bartjes. I am the Vice Dean of Learning and Teaching here at the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences at Stellenbosch University. I am also an Associate Professor in the Division of Surgery at this faculty. My role here is to ensure that all of our students, both under and postgraduate, have all of the necessary resources and support to complete their degrees. Having studied and worked here throughout my career, it provides me with first-hand knowledge of all of the spaces and all of the opportunities within our faculty. Across the institution, as well as in our faculty, we are continually renewing our academic delivery to students, and currently we have a number of programs within our faculty that is undergoing curriculum renewal. This is to ensure that our graduates have the knowledge, skills, and attributes to function within the South African healthcare context and beyond. The majority of learning will be delivered here on Tygerberg campus. In addition, our students will also have multiple opportunities to learn and train within healthcare facilities across the Western Cape as well as in the Northern Cape province. These include healthcare facilities such as regional hospitals, district clinics, community health centers, schools, and students will also, throughout their programs, have the opportunity to engage in community improvement projects in association with community organizations. The language of tuition in our faculty is predominantly English, both in the classroom setting as well as within the clinical facilities. However, there is the opportunity to engage in other languages based on the abilities of the student, of the lecturer, as well as the patient and client with whom we engage with. The student body on our campus is served by the Tygerberg Student Representative Council. These are a group of students who undergo leadership and mentoring training to have a good understanding and to be able to represent our students' needs as they emerge. We recognize that during the course of any degree, a student may develop specific and different needs. On our campus, we have the Campus Health Services, as well as within the institution, the Center for Student Development and Counseling. There are also the availability of educational assistance, financial support, and other administrative needs that students may encounter. I want to wish you all the best for the upcoming exams as you prepare. I want to remind you to never forget how incredibly capable you are. All of the best. I hope to see you next year.
At the faculty, we encourage our students to have a balanced lifestyle, therefore not only focusing on academics, but also participating in sports and cultural activities. I asked Wilma to tell us a little bit more about the facilities on our Tygerberg campus.
Thank you, Megan, for sure. And welcome again to all the prospective Maties joining us online. Stellenbosch University's Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences is primarily based on the Tygerberg campus, which is situated in Cape Town's northern suburbs about 30 kilometers from the town of Stellenbosch. We are situated adjacent to the Tygerberg Academic Hospital, where you will receive a lot of your clinical training in your senior year. The campus boasts with state-of-the-art simulation and clinical skills laboratories, 6 student residences, a student leisure centre, and multifunctional sports facilities, including a pool and indoor and outdoor gyms. Something we are very proud of is our Biomedical Research Institute, which we launched in April this year. It is the largest and most sophisticated biomedical research complex on the African continent, where some of the top scientists in the country are studying the diseases impacting the people of South Africa and the rest of the continent. This includes illnesses such as TB, HIV, cardiometabolic disease, diabetes, and neurological disorders. The campus is a place where students learn and live, and we have various facilities and initiatives to provide you a full-rounded campus life experience. This includes things like financial days, where we teach students about budgets and investments to help with your financial well-being, green and sustainability initiatives, the Pantry Project, which is a food security initiative we run for students in need, sports, arts and recreational activities, health and wellness support, and leadership development opportunities. There are numerous student societies that you can join on campus. They range from wine tasting clubs to an orchestra, spiritual and religious groups, ballroom dancing, and much, much more. Whatever your interests, you are sure to meet like-minded people on campus with whom you can share your passion. We are committed to helping you successfully complete your degree with us, and we offer a range of support services to help you on your journey. This includes academic, administrative, and psychological support, among others. And should you experience issues with someone or something, we have the Equality Unit where you can report incidents of inequality or discrimination. We acknowledge and accommodate all religious holidays in terms of assessment. As Prof. Karen Baiki said, our students receive training on a number of sites across the Western and Northern Cape. This prepares students for the realities of the healthcare sector, and by the time you receive your degree, you will have had practical experience in all the different healthcare settings on offer. Stellenbosch University also has a satellite campus in Worcester to accommodate students on clinical rotations in rural communities. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you, Wilma. I think now is the perfect time for us to show a campus tour, especially for those who have not been able to visit us yet.
For sure.
Welcome to Stellenbosch University's Faculty of Medicine and Health Science. Thousands of medicine and health science professionals have passed through our doors since our establishment in 1956, and we have since become one of the leading health science faculties in Africa. One of our primary goals as a faculty is to develop future health professionals who, through innovation and leadership, will promote health and prevent disease and provide optimal health care. The Faculty of Medicine and Health Science has a diverse student body of more than 4,300 undergraduate and postgraduate students. It employs more than 1,400 individuals who work for Stellenbosch University, the Western Cape Government, and other partner employers. Our faculty is home to 15 academic departments, which in turn host 17 centres, bureaus, and institutes. Our undergraduate academic offering includes degrees in medicine, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech, language, and hearing therapy, nursing, and dietetics. We also offer master's and doctoral programs in all disciplines, including sports science programs. Our campus, situated adjacent Tygerberg Hospital, is South Africa's first smoke and tobacco-free campus. We currently find ourselves outside the clinical building, which is one of 4 main buildings of activity here at Tygerberg campus. In this building, you will find our academic administration corridor, which includes student support, card registration and cashiers, bursaries and loans, exam results, and the faculty secretariat, as well as the doctoral office. The clinical building also houses offices of the Dean, the Senior Director of Business Management, and the Vice Deans of Learning and Teaching, Research and Clinical Service, and Social Impact.
At this faculty, we have made it our mission to facilitate transformative lifelong learning. Our values are inclusivity, compassion, accountability, respect, excellence, and equity. We recognize these values in every action here at our faculty, which is why we have the preamble to South Africa's Constitution mounted in English, Afrikaans, and isiXhosa on our wall. By mounting these plaques here, we recognize that this faculty doesn't exist in isolation and is in fact a microcosm of the broader South African society with people from different races, religion, ethnicities, genders, sexual orientation, political persuasions, and socio-economic statuses. These values presented to us in the Constitution have relevance about how we should be interacting with each other.
We now found ourselves at the Simulation and Clinical Skills Unit. Clinical skills refers to those applied professional skills that are necessary in encounters with patients. These skills cover a wide variety of topics, ranging from correctly taking a medical history, performing an abdominal scan, interpreting a urine sample, conducting counseling sessions, and suturing a wound. These skills are acquired by means of training, and depending on the teaching goal, different training formats can be chosen. This unit participates in a number of educational research projects with the aim of improving teaching, learning, and assessment practices. Research regarding medical students' teaching experiences in the Clinical Skills Lab showed that students felt sessions improved their confidence and empowered them to perform the procedures taught in the clinical environment.
The Medicine and Health Sciences Library is one of the 5 branch libraries of the SU Library and Information Service, and it is situated in the education block of the FMHS. This 3,000-meter squared library has been entirely refurbished and is now an ultra-modern facility with innovative spaces for collaborative learning and research, and boasts state-of-the-art video conferencing and e-classroom amenities. The library served primarily the researchers, lecturers, staff, and registered students of the faculty, but also other client categories. The library also contributes to the mission of the Library and Information Service by providing a world-class and innovative information service and learning spaces to primarily the Tygerberg campus community. Students have access to the university network, all their learning materials on the SunLearn and podcast servers, as well as high internet speed access through the countrywide Tenet fiber optic network.
This faculty is a self-driven hub of global excellence in many areas and has been the launch pad for a number of groundbreaking medical and health science initiatives. We are widely recognized for our world-class research on high-priority conditions in Africa, such as tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and neuropsychiatric disorders. The Biomedical Research Institute will be dedicated to understanding diseases that have the greatest impact on communities in South Africa and the rest of Africa. This R1 billion facility will be one of the most innovative and advanced biomedical research centers in Africa. The Biomedical Research Institute is set to significantly advance our capacity to undertake world-class research on the leading health problems affecting our people. It will also contribute considerably to building research capacity in the African region.
The Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences strives to build an institutional culture that welcomes, develops, and supports a diverse body of students and staff. Our charter, which is mounted behind me, is a living document that guides our values, behaviors, and responsibilities as we continually strive to be a place that celebrates diversity in all its forms and ensures that all individuals here enjoy a sense of belonging.
The TSS is home to a number of convenience stores and stops on our campus. These include the cafeteria, as well as a shop that sells halal food, the gym and access to our campus swimming pool, visitors accommodation, Van Schaik's store for books and supplies, a Muslim prayer room, a convenience store, the TSR shop for scrubs and other equipment, campus health services, a music room, the sports hall, where we also host events like our welcoming and pledge ceremonies, the societies room. We have approximately 40 different types of societies to which you can belong on our campus, the TSR office, Maties Community Service Office, and sports offices.
Accommodation is available in 6 university residences on the Tygerberg campus, namely Hippocrates, Hayes Fancy Van Sale, Enkanyini, Mirov, Ubuntu House, and Nkosi Johnson House. There is also the private student organization called OSLA. Behind me is a swing, netball, and tennis courts. Thank you for joining us on this tour of some of the highlights of our campus.
We are aware of the immense challenges and inequities that remain in our healthcare system.
Yet we are pleased that we are continuing to make a meaningful contribution to improving the health of our nation.
We hope you will join us on our journey towards playing a leading role in transforming healthcare in South Africa and beyond.
Is our campus not slay? Next up, we get to the part that everyone has been waiting for. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Carlo Links. Welcome.
Thank you, Megan.
To tell us about what has been happening regarding selections and what is to come.
Thanks, Megan. Hi, guys. So, as Megan explained, I will just go briefly over our selection process. You guys have passed the first hurdle. You've been conditionally accepted to the university already. Apologies for that. So now that you've been conditionally accepted, you had up until the 30th of September to either accept or decline your offer, whereby we also have a waiting list on our selection sheets, whereby we select from those guys that are qualifying after you guys. So as Megan said, we've got 3 selection criteria or category of students. We've got B1, B2 and B3. You guys fall into the B1 category. Those are the applicants or students who are matriculating this year or who have matriculated last year or in 2021 and did not study anything after school. So you fall into that category. You guys get conditionally accepted and then based on the grade 11 results, in January the following year, next year, at the 20th of January, we receive your final grade 12 results, whereby we will make final selections. So if you are conditionally accepted, it's on the condition that you either maintain those marks that you received now in grade 11 or just meet the minimum entry requirements for the respective programs for that particular year. If, however, you were unsuccessful in your first round of selections based on the grade 11 results, we will have to reconsider you in January again once we receive your final grade 12 results, whereby this whole process starts over again. We do a new ranking. We see where you lie on our reconsideration list, and then we will place offers or make offers depending if there is space available in that particular program. For instance, if you apply for MBCHB, we only have space for 300 first-year students, and if there's space available, we will then select from our waiting list. If you have any other questions regarding your selections, where you are on the waiting list, how far you are on the waiting list, you can just email me. I'll give you my contact details is on the screen now. That's our office contact details. So you can either contact me or Ms. Roberts or Ms. Passon, and then we will share that information with you that's specific to you. Obviously, we cannot share any information with any third-party students or applicants. Yes, Megan, that is our selection process in a nutshell.
Thank you, Carlo. I'm sure that gave a lot of clarity on the way forward for our matriculants. But let's hear from some of our current students about their daily life on campus.
So I'm Lianka Potgieter. I'm a second year and I'm studying medicine. So a typical day of classes, we usually start at 8 a.m. So we either have classes from 8 to 12 and then lunch, or we have kind of like clinical rotations where we go to local clinics to gain experience. It's called the Longitudinal Primary Healthcare Experience, and it is one of my favorite parts of the new curriculum. Then after lunch, which would usually be from 12 to 1, we'll have classes in the education building roughly until 5, and then you're done. So my social life on campus is very broad, because I have a lot of friends in the different residences. So I have friends that go to clinic with me, who are from the different residences, so Meerhof, Hippocrates, Huis Francie van Zyl. There's a lot of social events on campus. So the societies, for example, will hold events, the residences will hold events, Osler, the CSO, will hold events, and then we go and we attend that, and you get to mingle and meet new people. And yeah, the culture on campus, I would say, is very welcoming. People are very friendly most of the time. When you see them smiling, greeting you, even when you don't know each other, they'll be like, hi, if you make eye contact in the TSS. And we have these class groups, so if you have any questions, someone will always answer you. And our class reps that we have who represent us, they are very open and willing to help. So any time of the day you send them a message, be like, hi, I'm really struggling with this, and they're really open and eager to help you. And from faculty side as well, they really try to address our concerns and just make it a better experience for us, because at the end of the day we know they want us to succeed and pass. So my favorite place on campus, I think, is the My Brew stand. Simply because I think they have the best granola bars. Their hot chocolate has marshmallows, and the baristas are very nice. So that's definitely one of my favorite spots. You're going to learn to love stairs, if I wasn't being serious, because you do climb a lot of stairs. But I would say relax. It's not just about studying. Take some time to enjoy the social life as well, because at the end of the day you want to have a work-life balance and not get burnt out, and that's very important to realize, because I think a lot of people they think, medical school, studying medicine is so difficult, and it is, but you don't have to only be academically oriented. It's important to take part in other things as well, so social activities, relaxation, things like that.
Hi everyone, you're speaking to Ayanda Dandana. I'm a final year speech therapy student, and I will be taking you through the day in the life of a tiger marten. First up, I wake up and then I go shower, I dress, get ready for my day, and then I go to the kitchen to go have breakfast with my podmates. Then I go to the TSS to go grab some coffee and Vita, because I cannot start my day without coffee. And then after that I go to class, And then after class, I then go to the TSS again to go grab some lunch with friends, have some nice, lovely food. And then after that, I then go to the library to go do some bit of work. And I work at the library till around about 5 p.m. And then that's when I go back to res again to go change into my jogging clothes, because you must keep fit. Fitness is very key. And then I run around the eco route. It's around about 2.5 kilometers. It's very, very nice. It's on campus. Go back to res again to go take a nice long shower. And then after the shower, I then make myself some nice supper. And then after the supper, I then go to my room, just reset and just do some bit of admin work for the day. And then I just journal about my day. And then I go to bed. Yeah. Favorite place on campus, it is definitely the TSS. That's the student center. Is really, really nice. I like the food there. It's very student friendly. The TSS. I think the beautiful thing about this campus is that it's very diverse. I find it very diverse. There's like lots of different cultures here. I didn't know a lot about the Muslim culture, but when I came on this campus, I was really educated on that. So yeah, the culture here is very inclusive. I think that a lot of people, even myself, I feel included. I do find that the people are very respectful of another person's culture. I do think that it's very key to be yourself. And I'm saying this because like when I got to campus first year, I felt very overstimulated, very overwhelmed, because I haven't been like around so many people. I mean, my school was very small, so just seeing like lots of different people, like from different backgrounds and like different cultures, I found that very overstimulating. So just going back into like, just sum it up, just be yourself, know yourself, and it's okay to be different. It's okay not to fit in. It's okay not to be part of the popular group. That's okay. Just be yourself and stay true to yourself. And the right people, you will attract the right people, or the right people will find you.
So hi everyone, my name is Dolapo. I am a first year medical student here at Stellenbosch, a very proud Mati. So I live in Nkanyini res, the best res. So I normally get up at like 6 a.m. quite early. And then from like 8, we normally have either self-study or we go to clinics. And then we have lunch for like an hour from like 12 to 1. And then from 1 to 5, we have lectures. So it's quite a packed day, but at least in the evening, we have like 1 or 2 hours to rest. And then at like 8, I go to the library. I study for like 2 hours, and then I come back home at 10, and I only go to bed at like 11. Yeah. My favorite place is the new BMRI building. You guys don't really do anything there, but I just like to go there and study because it's very aesthetic. So once you get here, you'll see, or if you're on Tygerberg campus, you'll see that it is a very aesthetic place. And just the campus as a whole, because Tygerberg campus is very aesthetic. So you can just go on the fields, there's like scenic routes that you can walk on. Yeah, those are pretty much the places, and my room, of course. So I'm from PE, and in PE it's quite a small city. Like it's not really a town, it's really too big for a town, it's a small city, but like you tend to know a lot of people there. So when I came here, it was like everyone is everywhere, like there's so many different people. So it was kind of overwhelming, but it was also very exciting to meet different people. Very exciting to live in a different space, in a space that I liked. And I found that everyone was really nice, everyone was really accommodating. Like I remember the first day I came and I moved in, I met the AHC, they were all really nice, they helped me move in, like they took my stuff from the car, brought it to my room, they were like, oh, do you need anything? So here in Stellenbosch, they really try to make you feel like accommodated, they really try to help you, support you, like in everything you need. So I feel like that was one thing that I really liked. I would say that you need to remember that you're important. You need to remember to be proud of yourself, especially if you're a high achiever. You tend to just be like, oh, I got 100. Okay, I got this. You need to just remember that those are things that you should be proud of, things you should be happy about. Because when things start to go wrong, you start to feel like, oh, I'm not as good as I was. But you still need to remember that your academics or like your achievements do not define who you are. I feel like that's something that I really had to learn, is that because I base a lot of my self-worth on my academics or my marks or my achievements. But then when you get to uni, it's not all sunshiny all the time. So you need to remember to put yourself first, stay true to your values, stay true to yourself, and remember that you're important. I think that's the most one. Remember that you're important.
Our students are quite busy participating on all sorts on all sorts of activities on campus. A few of those students you saw now are actually campus tour guides as well. Before we continue with our Q&A, we'd like to remind you, number one, to send in your questions to 083 792 1207. So Carlo, before we do get towards the questions, I think, do you have any tips for the parents specifically who are watching us tonight?
Yes, Megan, I think it's important for parents to note that to be there for your kids during this time. As we know, it's final exams, they are stressing because it's exam time. So I'm just letting the parents know to notice if there's any behavioral changes in the kids during this time, because like I said, it is a stressful time. To be there for their kids. It's important also to note that the transition from high school to university is quite big. So the gap is quite large. The marks that you received in matric or at high school, you're not necessarily going to get them at university. You have to work hard. It's Monday to Monday work at Stellenbosch at the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. So I'm just letting the parents know to just be there for the kids, to offer your support to the kids, to make sure that they are fed, make sure that they are looked after, make sure that they do not stress as much. It's easy for me to say, but yeah, just to be there for the kids and to pick up on any indifferences and imbalances in the kids. Once the kids are students here at our faculty and at our university, we do offer support services to students. So we do take care of our students at the faculty. Yes, Megan.
Thank you, Carlo. Yeah, I just want to agree with you, and I think in your welcoming, as part of the welcoming program, you will receive all the information of the support that is available on campus. So sometimes we forget, when we are experiencing something, we forget where to ask for help. So as parents, keep in mind the welcoming packages and give that to your students. When you see they're experiencing difficulty, remind them of the contact people, who to contact, who to ask for help. Ask your lecturer, ask a friend, ask anyone, and take it from there, because help is everywhere. It's just that you need to remember to ask for it. So I think just based on that, we can go straight into the questions. We've received quite a few questions.
Yes, Megan. So we received a few questions. There's a few questions. This question is, what date does the university start for first year medical students? So the university starts the 13th of February, and our orientation and welcoming program is also on the same day. So that first week of February, the second week of February, that is when our university and the classes start. The schedule of classes and the fees, anything associated with the classes, is available on our website. It's in our faculty calendar. That is where you will find all the necessary information with regards to the classes, the module content, the modules that you will be doing in your various years of study as well. The classes start, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at 8, some of the classes. It obviously varies from program to program. And then also another question is, how many semesters are there? There are 2 semesters, first and second semester. And then our first year medical students full-time in Tygerberg or in Stellenbosch. So first year MBCHB students, I'm assuming the applicant is referring to, is at Tygerberg campus, though you will complete your 6 years at Tygerberg campus. Occupational therapy students, you do first year at Stellenbosch campus, and the remainder of your degree you do at Tygerberg campus. And then speech therapy students, The first 2 years will be at Stellenbosch campus, and the rest of your program will be at Tygerberg campus. Let me just see. I think we have another question here. I never applied for his. Is there a waiting list I can get onto for next year? So what you can do is you can contact my colleague, Ms. Annelies Scholes. Her email address is amscholz@sun.ac.za. That's amscholz, one word, small letters, @sun.ac.za. She will inform you as to how the application process works for residence placement, what happens in the event if you didn't apply for his, and how far on the waiting list you are if you did apply for his. Megan, let's see if there's any other questions that came through.
I heard it buzzing.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who are not able to join us live, a recording of this video session will be available on the Maties101 or on the Stellenbosch University website in a day or two, if you were not able to join us now. Let's see. When we receive communication about the residence acceptance, so Ms. Scholes is currently busy with residence allocation and residence placement. As I said previously, you can just email her, amschools@sun.ac.za. She will get back to you as soon as possible. Let's see. How does the residency selection work if I have been added to the wait list? So the same principle applies. If you have been placed on our waiting list for selection into a program, what will happen is you need to be selected first for that particular program before you are placed in a residence. So like for us, the residence has waiting list as well. Let's see if there's any other questions. I think that is it for now. I'm not sure if you want to share any further information with our students, Megan.
I think there was a question about parking earlier. Just a reminder that our campus is an enclosed campus, so everything is fairly close to one another within walking distance. So at the beginning of the year, as part of your welcoming packages, there will be a link where you can apply for parking. And then you will be allocated a parking at a particular area on campus. But like I say, everything is on walking distance. And when you do have to travel to certain sites, for example, if you are doing some work in Kalicha at the clinic there or that type of thing, we do have student transport that takes our students as well. So you can essentially park on campus and then you will be transported to whichever clinical environment you need to be at. I think that was the one question that we received about parking specifically.
And also, Megan, we received a question, I think, from one of our previous students with regards to wanting to know if there are any shuttles available between the campuses. I'm not sure if you can maybe answer the applicant with regards to the classes between Stellenbosch and Tygerberg.
If there are classes between campuses, usually they will arrange transport or shuttles for those classes to be moved between the campuses. So that is usually arranged. I think previously there was also questions about joining the Stellenbosch University choir. And yes, the students at the Tygerberg campus is able to join the choir. You obviously go through the choir's process of auditioning. And if you are accepted into the choir, they also have transportation, or you travel with other students that are on the Tygerberg campus and you usually drive together. That's usually the arrangement with the choir as well.
Thank you, Megan. I have another question. How soon after the final NEC results will I know if I was selected from the wait list? So like I said earlier, we receive the NEC results on the 20th of January next year. We will do our selections of those students who were conditionally accepted first, and then we will do a new ranking on our waiting list. So if you are conditionally accepted now and you get final acceptance in January, the 21st of January, you have 5 days to either accept or decline your offer. After that 5 days, your placement will be forfeited if you did not accept your offer. And then after that, we will work our way down the waiting list. This year, We have selected students from our waiting list as late as the second week of February just to fill those spaces. So we still work extremely hard in that last week of January and that first week of February. Let's see if there are any further questions. Interesting question here. If I have already matriculated and accepted my conditional offer, when will I receive news of a final offer? So if you have matriculated already last year, for instance, you will be given your final offer in January with the rest of this year's matric class. So you are still considered with those B1 candidates. Remember earlier I mentioned B1 candidates refers to those who are matric this year, those who are were matric last year, and those who were matric in 2022. Let's see if there's any other further questions. I would like to know if I missed the deadline to accept my conditional offer due to technical difficulties. What should I do? I already sent multiple emails. So this is a bit tricky because if you do not respond to your conditional offer or can't accept you or didn't accept your conditional offer, you obviously forfeit that placement. However, you can send me an email. I need to investigate as to what your technical difficulties were. So you can email me, carlo2@sun.ac.za. That's CARLO, the number 2, one word, @sun.ac.za. I will then have to investigate and do an audit as to what prevented you from accepting that offer, when the letter went out. If you can maybe send me some type of screenshot or email communication that you've sent before the time, and then I can investigate further. Under normal circumstances, if you did not accept your offer, or your offer expired, unfortunately, you will lose your space, and that is why we work down our waiting list for those candidates placed next or after you. Okay, now the questions are coming in. We've got 6 residences at our university, and they're all listed on our website. We've got female and male and junior and senior residences as well. Let's see, I saw another question here. So if you do not get accepted for your first choice, will you still be considered for your second choice and third choice? Yes, you will be considered for all your options. Say for instance you applied for medicine at our faculty, but you applied for BSc or law outside of our faculty as your second and third choice, but you got a placement for law or BSc. Before we gave you a offer, you need to accept that offer, because what you can do is you can always cancel that offer at a later stage once you receive an offer from us. So you will still be considered for your second and third choice choices, and the same selection process takes place for your first, second, and third placements. Let's see. I think there was another question. So yes. So if I am conditionally accepted for MBCHB, do I just need to meet the minimum requirements for the course with my final NSC results? Yes. So if you have been conditionally accepted for MBCHB and you say, for instance, you average 95% based on your grade 11 results, you only need to then get 75% average in grade 12 to be finally admitted to MBCHB for next year. But that does not mean that you need to slack now, because we have seen in the past where students who have been conditionally accepted for a particular program did not meet the minimum requirements in grade 12 again, and they didn't meet, and they missed it by 1 or 2%, and then unfortunately will not be considered for selection. Yes, so I think that is all the questions we have, Megan.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for your questions and for engaging with us this evening. From all of us here, we wish you all of the best with your final exams. We look forward to seeing you next year, and good luck. Good luck. We've got a final video for you from everyone that you heard from tonight.
To all the matriculants who are writing exams now towards the end of the year, we are wishing you the best. We hope you will be writing very comfortably and that you will be able to do really well in your exams and get the marks that you've worked so hard for. I'm sure this is going to bring you in good stead for your university career, and we wish you luck.
So now you have your matric final exams coming up. You've got this. Hope to see you on campus next year.
Matrix, you have got this. Just believe in yourself. Stay true to yourself. You have got this. You will pass. Cannot wait to see you next year. Go Marty!
So you're probably getting this message during your finals. Just want to say that I wish you guys so much luck. I hope you do really well. Just focus on your studies. Make sure you also have time to yourself. Try not to stress too much because stress affects your physiology. If you don't know, it affects the way you think. If you're stressed, you can't learn. So try not to be stressed. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next year. Hopefully I meet one of you guys, and I hope you guys are also super excited to become a future Maties.